Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you think about the history of college football, you've got to think about Bobby Dodd Stadium. It is the oldest stadium in FBS history, built in 1913. On the campus of Georgia Tech, this place has seen a lot of great college football through the years. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Deep in the end zone, it's Cook. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Hits inside, it's Compton. Fights off the defender. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Churns into the pile. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? Pulls it in down the middle. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Making the adjustment. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Sees a crease. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. They haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Push is ahead. Got some green grass. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got...
Kickoff! What a play to set him up! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Second and long here. Gonna run it. It's Harris. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Burrowing for yardage. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the air. Move to his right. Looking to the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And talk about aggressive play calling here offensively. Down close to the goal line. On first down, you try to throw it. It goes incomplete. Second down, you try to throw it again. And now you get sacked, so you're almost forced now to have to do it on third down, too. Whatever happened to just running the football down in the goal line and just trusting your offensive line and trusting a ball carrier to find a way?
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. rides to the back. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And down he goes back at the 3.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Dumps it to the back. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher more than got them out of their own end. A 97-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what...
Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting the run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Some misdirection with the counter. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. There's a crease. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Edwards. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tiger. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he gets the 1st down, but, man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Breaks into the open. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Might have a chance. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Nice play to knock that one down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. It's a reverse. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get some points? Go straight ahead. Defense all over him. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Drops back. It's Meadows. Buying time to his right. And down he goes back at the 3.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Terry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points. Fires toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Meadows. He's got it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Boise State taking on the number 18 team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Broncos coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Short pass.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Finding some room. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. No step back in Week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Coming out with it, it's Cross. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This could end up being the biggest drive of the game. Down 21-0, you have to keep it from getting out of hand. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They get him on the ground, and boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Turning it on. Inside the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. From deep, it's Cross. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback
breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Oh, it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Makes his man miss. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Gets rid of it.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Moves the pocket. It's Meadows. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an out.
Caught, and he's got room. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The give to the left side. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Second down, gonna throw it. Back's got it on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going with the ground game left. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. This quarterback part of their running game. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. There he goes. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Snap on first down. Wants to throw. He slings it deep to the left. It's caught downfield. All the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Send off the offense to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Enough to move the chains. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Terry. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Trying to get started. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Hey, take it. Go.
From the gun, it's Harris. Runs through the tackle. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The fake and wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but this defense might get a little help from the officials here. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On target. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Got to make the play on 4th. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Missouri! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. In motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Got a little grass. Got the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
3rd and long right here. Makes the grab on the left. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Meadows. Lets it fly. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cook. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's got the 1st down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
They'll give it to him again. Makes him talk to the hand. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that, and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down to the air.
Well, that
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Trying to get the edge on the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They're still firing away even with this lead. Going deep. Upstairs to make the catch. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive.
Entering accessibility tab menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle access. Entering accessibility tab menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers. Entering accessibility tab menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.